Hello, good afternoon. It's Sunday. We're playing week 2 of our game. You can see the scores over on the screen. Woods Girl and Wizard have both scored 3. Witch King and Captain have none. It is day 8. We have written day 8 for our characters. The Captain is going to try to get past the Giants. His goal is to get back to the inn. The Woods Girl is also getting through. She's trying to get to the cliff, but she'll stop at the inn on the way to turn in some of these quests. The wizard's going to come down here and catch this bridge, and then the Witch King is going to melt it into mist, score his crag. And so that's where we're at for day 8. We are ready to roll. We just need a monster check here, and the monster roll is 6. So bats, that could be dangerous for some. Witch King is first, so he's going to go here, and he is done. That's his move. Now remember, he cannot be blocked, so he's sort of safe. But he does pull Bones M, so he's going to draw bats to this clearing here. But he is not blocked. He is missed. And he is done. Captain goes here. He is going to hide, I believe. Yes, he does. Let's check if he's hidden. He is not hidden, and he's going to search twice. So we have a 3, 2, or 1. That is a failure. That is a failure, and ruins, and he's going to draw bats. That sucks. This is going to be across the board sucking right here. So he's blocked. Done. Woods Girl. She moves here. She's going to hide. Unfortunately, she needs 2 dice for it, and she does succeed. So she goes 1, 2, and through. You cannot draw ruins again because it's already flipped and taken a chit. She is not blocked. She's in that battle with the captain. And then the wizard goes effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Give me one of his marbles, please. That is his second cross bridge. And it's on to the end with him now. So that's the end of day 8. We have a fight. 2 bats. Interesting. Very interesting. So what do we got here? What's the Woods Girl look like? Problem with our Woods Girl is that this is a very slow chit for her. So any bats on her sheet, she can't cast. Fortunately, there are no bats on her sheet. She could cast control bats. Save the captain. I don't know whether she cares to do that. Save the captain and fly tomorrow, pretty much. And that's a good question whether she cares to do that. Otherwise, the captain's battling these bats today. And he can certainly fight the bats. It really just comes down to how many times are they going to smack him and wound him. And the answer is probably quite a bit. He only has a 1/3 chance of hitting a bat any given round. The Woods Girl, at least, has a. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. My throat is seizing up strangely, so I might cut this off and just bag it for today, which sucks because I really wanted to get this done. I mean, she could shoot and ambush out and see where that rolls. I think that's ultimately what she does. So the bats are both in the captain's sheet right there. The captain is going to, if they flip, he's in a lot better shape. Otherwise, he's taking 2 hits around. I think he'll play a move. And any attack will do, because that will do heavy damage. These guys will not destroy his armor. They'll damage it each time, though, so that sort of stinks. And he's going to put an attention chit there. The Woods Girl is going to ready her bow, because she can play, again, she can just play the 2 easy peasy. There we go. So she plays once to alert. Second time, she's just going to go here. And she's going to shoot maybe that guy. So, let's roll to see where these end up. So 1 die first, it's a 2. So this guy stays intact. This guy actually flips down to here, which is good for the captain. Let's see who flips. First guy does not. Second guy does. So, first thing is first, long attack is first. That's the bow. It is the Woods Girl. The Woods Girl is rolling a single die on the missile table. She is doing heavy damage right now. So it's really a 3, 2, or 1 is going to take this guy. So 50-50 chance. She does a 3. So she hits, no change. That is heavy damage. And the Woods Girl scores the first kill of the battle. Second longest weapon is the captain's weapon. And he tags this bat, and he gets the second kill of the battle. Both of them score 3 notoriety. We can delete these chips. These go to the woodshed. And we should probably give the Woods Girl her chips back. He does fatigue, because he did play a big move. So he's going to fatigue there. And that is a simple fight. 2 of them, that's pretty easy. And we are done. He's not going to do jack. So good. And day 9. So let's write our day 9. Captain's going to go 1, 2, 3. And rest. He's going to go move, move, move to the inn. He is going to hide and use an extra phase because he's in a dwelling to rest. And he is done. The Woods Girl is going to move. Oh, no, actually, the captain's not going to do that yet. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 to the inn and hide. So she's going to go move. She's going to hide, move, move, move to the inn. Because she needs to turn her trap in. The captain would really like, frankly, he's going to hide and search, search, search. He's going to try to get this navigator out of the way. So he is done for his day 9. And he's going to stay here and get his stuff done. The wizard is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. A spider could catch him. Actually, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's ogres. That's a little crappy, strangely enough. But if he needs to, so I think he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to end up in Pine Woods 4. So move, 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 move. Pine Woods 4. Remember, he can cast Sleep if he needs to. The ogres are super darn slow, so he can escape that fight if he has to. The Witch King has scored, so we need to make sure that we give him his 2 points. And what else does he get for exploring the crag? I reprinted these. By the way, I did make small updates to this quest guide. I just wanted to be a little bit more clear on some cases when we were completing a quest. So, explore the crags. He gets 2 VP, 10 gold, and learns all the paths and passages in the tile. So 2 VP, 10 gold. Holy crap. Okay. And he learns paths and passages in the crowd. So he completed that. And now, he has Explore the Crags is done. That was yesterday, so he can draw. He has a rescue to do. So Explore the Crags is done. We now have a rescue. And he would need to pick any one of these. I think he's going to hold off. I think we're going to move to Ruin 2. Move to Ruin 2. I think we would like to rest a chit, extra spell X, spell and spell. So that's going to give him a bunch of purple magic bag, pretty much, is where we're shooting. So he is done. And then hopefully we're going to pop demons. That's actually the main goal, is to pop a demon. But we're not going to be too set on that. So, all right. That is for day 9. So let's get a monster roll up for day 9. Looking for a 2 for the Witch King. No, it's a 5. It's Spider. Oh, and you know what we need to do? Oh, geez, I am so sorry. God damn it. Okay. We do need to draw 3 events. Which sort of stinks, because I've played games. We have Plagues of Wolves and Goblin Hordes to play. And Missing Persons. Oof. Okay. Well, sorry about that. That's a day that we've missed. Probably not a huge deal. So let's go see where this Goblin Horde might show up. 5 Axe Goblins, 1 Sword Goblin appears at a random Hexen clearing. So the first thing is 2-1, Cavern 1. So we have a Goblin Horde in Cavern 1. So 5. One sword, you get a point if you kill anyone in here. Point if you kill anyone in there. If you kill the sword goblin, you get a toy out of it as well. We also have a wolf plague. Wolf. What do we got here? Plague of wolves. Random hex and clearing, and put 6 wolves. Where the hell are the wolves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do these guys go? 1, 6. It is the Borderland 6. So we got Lego Wolves. we have the missing person, which is great. Missing person. Missing person. Done. All right. So that's where we are. Sorry about that again. Missing person. We draw a bunch of chits here. We draw 4 of these chits. We could put them in a bag, right? You do that. Come on. Where's a bag? We need a bag. There we go. There's our bag. Put these in. The order will be random. Don't know what's what, and we got to put these in 4 spots on the map. First one is 1-1, so Borderland 1. We will shrink it a tiny bit. Well, actually, we will shrink them all a tiny bit. Good enough. I think that one's still smaller by the tiniest bit. Drives me a little nuts. Okay. So we'll take that one, put it on Borderland 1. And I do have to reiterate, anyone who watches, I do appreciate as you watch me twiddle with counters and forget stuff. And, I do appreciate Crag 1. Well, no one's finding this missing person. Geez, oh man. Frag 3. All right, so that's what we've got set up. It is. I don't know that changes of my plans. He's here. Woods Girl there. I suppose maybe it changes the witch kicks, but I don't think so. I think he's going to do what he does. So, all right, let's. Do we need to I don't think this is going to change our day for anybody. I think we're good, knowing what we know. So let's roll it. It's a 4 for giants and trolls. Our wizard is first. Let's get the wizard moving here. So the wizard goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a 3. 3s would draw some ogres. The wizard is done. Our woods girl is 1, 2, 3 getting out of dodge. She is going to hide, and she's going to hide where she can roll 1 die, which is in here. So she's going to hide first. There's right here. She does, and she ends up there. Do we get anyone at the inn? No. Chapel, large and small campfire for the woods girl at the inn. Done. The Witch King is going to go to Ruin 2, right? Yep. He's going to rest, and he's going to fire 2 of these chits over, and he is done. Does anything pop there? No. Giants, trolls, nothing. And then the captain is hiding and searching 3 times. His hide fails. He's going to search once, search twice, search 3 times. No, it's a locate. Not good enough. And he's going to get. We don't get a roar because the giants are. But he does get this giant on him right there. And that is day 9. And he cannot kill a tremendous. He's going to run. And that's going to put him in between those two clearings. And that is our day 9. Day 10, we're going to move into 1. Hide, search, and search, since we can still search that. This navigator's sort of killing us a little bit. Actually, you know what? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold the hell on. So we're going to run there. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to postpone this. We're going to go move 1, move 2, move back to the guard. It's not really the inn. I'm sorry. Did I say inn for her? No, it's the guard. Going to move to the guard. And he is indeed going to try to hide. No. He is going to hide and then X rest. And we will worry about tomorrow. He will execute Windfall to get $5. And then there you go. So that's his day 10. Now she ended her day. So I think Diplomat's going to go, and she's going to draw Sudden Insight. She automatically... And that is a free locate. I mean, I always like those. Those are really super helpful. A, I forget them half the time, so that's a problem. And B, you're not getting quests out of this. So she can draw bats in the cliffs. I think she just moves into the cliffs. 1, 2, 3. And hides. So move, cliff, 3, and hide. So that's what she's going to do. Going to try to get that Explorer Cliff out the door. The wizard is sort of well on his way. He only has to end a phase in each of these, I believe. We'll make sure of that. End a phase in all 4 garrisons. So he's done 2. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and probably end there. Probably not gonna. He's probably not gonna walk into here. He probably can. Probably not too unsafe for him to do that, given what can appear there. Now, he can't run from much. You would be effectively relying on that sleep spell. Any character who executes a quest phase in a clearing with a token may turn the token over. So quest phase, I just added that as sort of a clarification in some. You have to investigate or whatever, right? So you can go 1, 2, 3, and then he could go 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The only issue would be if he does draw something, he has to move out of there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to Curse Valley 2 on the wizard. So move, Curse Valley 2. And then, frankly, it doesn't matter what he does. He's just going to rest and be done. He's old, you know how it is. Uh, Man, I suppose the question is, how long do you give it? The Witch King. Every day is a 1 in 6 chance of finding that demon that he would like. No one else has popped a creature, which is sort of intriguing. It's sort of interesting how that happens or doesn't happen, right? Um, Do you have anything else? Arsonist, find a bow. Those all suck for him. And I don't have a dwelling up. Man, I do hate to see his game going like this. I'll tell you what, we're going to do one more day. So I'm going to move to the altar. I am going to search, search, and search just for giggles. Let's see what happens. We'll see if that demon pops. Now, if the demon pops, let's hide one phase. There you go. I should not hide because that would draw the demon out. In Magic Realm luck, not hiding on a site would cause the game to want to make me roll it too. A little bit of superstition. I'm not a superstitious person, but I am. This game hates people. it wants it wants to harm you. So anyway, so I'm gonna go in. We're gonna hide and do that. Do we have a day 10 for all the heroes? We do. So let's get this day 10 rolling here. Let's roll day 10. Oh wait, we do have the captain's run. Okay, and bats. Yeah, that's not what we want. But okay, we got bats. Captain Woods Girl, and so on. 1, 2, 3. So he hides, and he's going to execute a rest. So let's hide him. He fails. Probably not a huge deal. Nothing shows up. So he is done. The Woods Girl goes here. She's going to hide with a single die, and she does. Bats appear. That is a flutter. That looks like bats, right? Flutter is, yep, anywhere you can do it, flutter is 3 bats right there. And so she is done. And she has moved through 5 and 3. So let's mark off 5 and 3 for the clip. So she is done there. The wizard, 1, 2, 3, and he stops. He does record an inn. He pub crawled to the inn, so he is done there. And our guy goes here, our Witch King. He is going to hide. He doesn't. And now he's going to Magic Sight, my favorite table in the game. So Magic Sight. Roll 2 dice on the Magic Sight chart. Let's see what happens. 2 counters. Enemies who have weapons, armor, or horse counters revealed to you. If your clearing contains a site, should you have discovered a pile of abandoned belongings, you take the topmost counter from the site or pile. You can only take one site. So literally, he finds the altar. Does he get to mark it off? That's my question. Does he mark the site off? Oh, a site chit you have discovered. So he has not discovered it. So he does not find anything. So that sort of sucks. He's really looking for a 5, strangely enough. So that's the first search. The second search is a 3, sniff out treasures. No, done. Okay, so because he needs to find it with a 5 first. So he is done. There's nothing there for him. Um, I don't know that we have anything else going on today, right? I think we are clear today. So I think my plan with the captain has shifted because I said I wanted by the end of the week, I wanted to have these guys hire. So he ended the day there, so he's going to get $5. So let's mark that $5. So he has $10 now. He got $5 today. So that is windfall. He will get to draw a card. Spider Slayer. That's not bad. So the reason I decided to abandon Navigator momentarily and come to the guard, I figured I'd get my $5, which I should have got day one. So that was a mistake on my part. So the guard costs what? My book's way across the room. God damn it. The guard costs $12 to hire, $4 per. So it's $12 to hire. He is likely to get. I think he's friendly with the guard, so he is likely to get a price times 2. That would cost him $24. So if he sells 2 pieces of his armor, say, or even 1 piece, if he sells the breastplate, which you would think the breastplate's like the best piece ever, but the of his pieces, but the answer is, I mean, it's just 2 locations. It just gets busted as quick as the rest of the stuff. If he sells a single piece, that's worth $24 right there. So that gives him $24 in total. And then he can, at that point, hire them if he gets lucky, which is what I would do. So I would do a trade phase and then 3 hire phases. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, and he can do an extra phase. So that's cool. And we will do an extra hire just in case it requires a little bit extra oomph to get him done. The reason I'm hiring the guard now is because the guard HQ can help me search for roads, which can thus make me get that navigator done quicker. So we're going to do that now. In addition, we're going to go on a little mini killing spree because we can take out this giant in a heartbeat. If we need to take out these bats, we can do so. There's a couple plagues on the board. So I'm thinking that maybe the captain just decides, you know what? And by the way, bat bounty, I'm sorry, is so I should bat here. So how much is that? I think it's $5 per, right? So I'm going to do one last thing because and I forgot this, so I apologize again because I am terrible at this game. He got to score bad bounty, and that is I'm going to give him an extra $5 because he turns the ear in, and the Woods Girl can score bad bounty. And I forget what day that was. 8, day 8. I didn't even give her the points because she was on a different sheet. That's my fault. So she got 3 notoriety that day. She got a victory point that day. He got a victory point that day. So there we go. And she got ears and she turned them in, and she got an extra $5 there. They each killed a single bat. And come to think of it, maybe the Witch King needs to go kill a bat, actually. And he can, because he's pretty fast with that drain life. He's a single creature killer, frankly. So that's going to even mean less crap to sell for the captain. So that's good. It's all good for him. He just needs 4 more bucks, which he can get by selling, say, the helmet, as a for instance, and then hire, done. Hopefully get the ×2. He hires the guard and moves on. So day 11 for the Woods Girl. I mean, technically, she could try to ambush kill 3 more bats, right? Take the money, come back. I don't know that necessarily helped her a ton. Technically, she could get up to 15 bucks. The problem is when one of these bats flips, she can no longer run. So there's this whole weird vibe where any one of these fights could go awry for her, and she could be left, unable to run her way out. So I think what she does is she hides, she moves to the bats, she moves back to 3, then she searches to try to find this passage. So done. I think our wizard. So our wizard is. I think he moves into Borderlands 1. He's going to execute a quest phase to flip the missing person, just because he might as well. And then he's going to go. So that's 2, 3, 4. He goes to Awful Valley. Move, Awful Valley. And he is done. And he's close to pub crawling, which is sort of fun. And the Witch King. So I think what the Witch King is going to do, it's a little clunky, but I think he's going to alert and then move bats. Done. And he's going to drain this life of this bat and kill it. That'll give him a point for the bounty as well, so he will have scored also. So let's see what we get here for, of course, now I'm going to roll a 2. I just want you to know that's how the game rolls, is now that I'm moving out of this hex, I'm going to get the 2. You got it? No, just a 1. Okay, well, that makes me feel better at least. Okay. So the captain's first, the wizard second, Witch King third. So captain is trading first. We're going to ditch the helmet. So I'm going to put a little pile up there of stuff that we've sold. Well, technically I need to, let's copy it. And paste it. Because I want to keep track of the things the captain has sold. He's selling this to the guard. I wish I could turn off, I never want to rotate the table with my right mouse. So that's going to give him $5. So he gets $5 out of the deal. He now has 25 bucks. And now he is going to attempt to hire. The extended rules for the captain give him a single die to hire. So he's going to try several times to get the good price here. 5 is times 4, not enough. He needs a 3, a 2, or a 1. That is a second one is a fail. Third one is a fail. I think he has one more, right? He has 4 of these. Fourth one is an opportunity. He'll take price times 2. And so he's going to hire the guard up until day 25. Right? Add 14 days to this. Boom. And he's going to do it for minus 24. So he gets 5, subtracts 24. He's left with a buck. So he hires the guard, and he now has guard HQ in tow. And I don't know who these guys are going to follow yet. I don't know. Good question. So he is done. Captain's done. We got our hire. So that's. I'll stop thinking about what I'm going to do with this hire anyway. The wizard is going to go. He flips this. It is not the guy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got his bridges. I think his bridges are done, actually. So he's got 3 of them. Yep. Bridge magic is secure. So that's going to score him a point. Bridge magic, cross any 3 bridges, which he's done. He scores a VP. So let's give our guy a VP. So there's a point there. So that's cool. And he gets a bridge charm. And the bridge charm is may change paths on bridges. On a 6, anytime you do it on a 6, it's going to blow up and be done. So let's grab a note card for now. I sort of wish the flow charm, change path on bridge, roll each time, and on a 6, charm is destroyed. Done. I'm going to put that here. I wish you could change the size of these. Like, I wish they weren't, right? This size is fixed for some reason, right? And I sort of wish you could just change it. I mean, you can scale it. But I'm going to live with that. So for now, there you go. I'm going to keep that there. So he gets that. He is done with that card. That is actually very cool. Now, I'm not super jazzed about where the bridge. Oh, locate the horde. That's not bad. That's a good one. I think we know where the horde is, right? The horde's out. The horde is here, and it isn't too far away. So once I pop the order and get my pub crawl done, then we go to the horde. Now we do have a problem. And that is currently, there's a whole host of wolves nesting in that darn cave. I don't know what to do about that. That's where you go, well, dude, you should have taken Fiery Blast. And I go, you're absolutely correct. In this case, Fiery Blast would be awesome right now. But we're just going to have to live with our choice. Okay, we are alerting a chit as the Black Knights. We're going to alert this one. So I flip it. Oops, just one. Oop, nope, no. I just rotate you. Just like that. So that's a ×0 now. And then we're going to march up in. Now, I think I just screwed up. Oh, no, I think I'm okay-ish. So we march on up. Nothing appears. I do have to make sure nothing appears. Yeah, these guys are all in. These guys are all in valleys. And he doesn't get a dragon. So he is done. The bats are screeching. She hides, moves into the bats. This is really required. So she does hide. Moves into the bats. That gets her 2. So we're going to mark 2 off on Explore the Cliff. Then she moves back. And then she searches once. And she can roll a single die on this search because she's in a woods clearing, technically. According to... So we're going to roll a locate. And we're looking for 3, 2, or 1. 1. So she does find that passage. It is Cliff 3, 6. And she is done. So super useful for her. Flutter might bring something. But they are dead. So done. She is done. I hate when I miss the bag. That was day 11. I didn't move this. So now we're looking at day 12 as to what we're going to do on... Oh, and we have to fight, by the way. So I do think that this spell at some point should require a roll of some type. I'm not super concerned. So I can't fight him anyway. Okay, so that's my fault. I think I might retcon his move. He actually can't fight this guy. He is instantly missed as soon as he walks in there. So that's a bad move on his part. I would not do that. My fault. What I would do instead is go here, hide once, or hide, whatever, hide twice. And he does hide, and then hit the mountain up. And it is Smoke M and Howl 5. Smoke M is nothing because we already have the bats done. That's what he does. So I'm gonna move. Let me retcon that. That's my fault. Gosh darn it. Mountain 4. Move Mountain 4. Hide. Search, just whatever. Hide. Doesn't matter. He's done. And he sees what's there at least. And nothing is there. I can't attack anything here. So, doesn't matter. That's too bad. That was sort of exciting for the Witch King. As I was saying, that Drain Life spell is super good for the Witch King. I don't worry about it too much, simply because, let's say this wasn't flipped and I could fight, then the funny part is, I would move up in there. Let's say I rolled Giants and Trolls, and then this guy shows up. Both of you. The funny part is, that spell is now not so cool. Because the fact of the matter is, I cast it, kill one guy, once the rest of them, once I then am unhidden and those guys jump on me, it becomes super dangerous all of a sudden because uh, I can't dodge, I can't flee. So I think the Witch. It's great for the Witch King. It's a single target killer, but the Witch King then has serious problems dealing with any two or three things. Everyone else that has access to black magic cannot cast it quite as fast as him. So I actually think that the spell is not super unbalanced. It feels that way when the Witch King is dictating the fights, perfectly, and totally doesn't feel that way as soon as anything goes awry at all. So I'm was thinking of making it have a role, but I actually think we would not do that. So for day 12, let's figure out what we're doing. Captain has the hardest move right now to figure out. So he's got some stuff to do. So I think what we do, the funny part is this giant who is so trivial to kill actually really sucks for his boys. And the reason is because all this thing has to do is flip, and all of a sudden he is killing one of these guys because it's a time 8, or it's a length 8, it's a time 4 on the flip side. So he is literally as fast as any of these great swordsmen, and his weapon is as long. So this fight for these guys is actually fraught with peril. You are possibly losing one. It's a 30% chance to lose one of those guys. What we would probably do is have the captain lure him. Well, I mean, what you probably do is you probably do the slightly crappy thing, which is you start the fight hidden. You start the fight hidden. I don't think you ever sort of get this going. I mean, you do, you can, but it's a 30%. No matter how you dice that, it's a 30% chance that one of those guys gets capped. Because they can't dodge this on this flip side. They're good everywhere but this flip side. So literally, if that club flips, you are killing the guy who he's targeting, and you are as fast and as long as any of these attacks. And so you're gonna hit at the same time, and you're gonna lose a guy. So strangely enough, it's the worst. The worst fight on the board for the guard is the giant right now. But we might still have to do it. So I mean, it might be too darn bad, effectively. We probably should have bought a darn axe before we hired everybody. Uh, should have bought an axe for $4. Had I thought about it a little more, I'd have bought an axe for $4 because that actually does help us a tiny bit compared to the short sword. Having said that, what we're gonna do is we are gonna drag these boys over, kill that giant, and drag these boys over, kill the giant. Search for these paths, get that navigator done, And then maybe head to the cliff. Maybe get these spiders. Maybe take the vault. Where's the locksmith? The locksmith is way over here, but we don't need the locksmith for the vault anymore. So I will say this. So let me that night turn that quest and burn it. He gets pub crawl. I don't like that at all either. Only because that's again a long haul. I mean, the wizard's almost done, but I don't know that we're going to do that. So why don't we do this? We're going to hide and go 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. I don't know that this fight matters if I'm hidden or not. It's largely for. I apologize for that. That was a very long. I've written a single move on day 12. It's like taken me 16 days. Okay, so she's gonna move up, and this stinks, but over. So she's gonna go 6 and 4. Move 6 and move 4. That's done for her. The wizard has to do one last phase, so he's going to go to the order. So he's going to move to the chapel. So that's going to give him pub crawl. So let's make sure we understand that. So once he moves to the chapel, though, the question is, what are we doing? We are locating that darn horn. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, 4? Yes. Move, move. Borderlands 1. We're going to have scored pub crawl. Keeping in mind, also remember, we can change paths on the bridges. So if we wanted to, we could go from here to here. We're walking the woods effectively in our anytime we're on a bridge. That's sort of cool. But we don't need to find that horde. So we're just going to go in there. Now we do have to. We're going to figure that out, don't we? We can't hire the guard. We like the soldiers too. We like the patrol also. Do we have any cash, or is hiring someone a possibility? No, not really. Let's just roll with it. We got this. We got this. I don't know what we're going to do against these wolves, but we got this. So the problem, yeah, we've got a couple problems, but we have some gold magic, so we can at least we can manage a tiny bit. I don't know how we're going to deal with these wolves. There are a lot of wolves in here. They are dangerous to the wizard for sure. All we have to do is locate it. We are neutral to the order because I'm like, can I hire somebody? I don't think so. I think we're sort of stuck. So but we're gonna end here. I'm actually sort of. I'm almost hoping these guys prowl. Like, if the wolves would prowl, then they'd at least be off of that space, and I could walk to the horde and then deal with that. It is a cave, so that's an issue. Let's see how this goes. Finally, we have the Witch King. The Witch King's a little bit stymied at the moment. stymied at the moment. Man, where are the good spots? The altar is one. You got the pool here, the hoard here. We've seen 3 treasure locations, and that's all we have seen. Let's go to the poison pool. We have enough purple magic so we're going to move to the poison pool. Done. There you go. That's going to be our move. We're going to see sort of how that goes. And that's it. We got day 12 written. It took me 16 days to write that one day. Let's see what happens. We got a 5, so we got some spiders. B&M. Witch King is first. So he's going to go, and he goes here. And we're going to flip these guys. Dank. And the Lost City. I'm always pretty sure that the Lost City's in 3. Castle's in 1, I think. Not sure. Hard to say. We're going with it for now. Shrine in 4. Okay. Hatter 5. So goblins typically, or spiders maybe. Cairn in 5. Definitely a spider now. Statue in 2. Imp. Hatter in 2. Holy crap. Oh my god. We just kicked a frickin' nest. So Dank will give us nothing because it's that's a serpent. That's Dank Cave, I think. Yeah, Dank Cave is here. This is Dank Mountains is for spiders. However, Statue's gonna draw the imp. The Cairns is gonna draw the big old spider. I think Patter is only in the mountain. Whew, okay. So it wasn't as bad. These are goblins, effectively. So we got goblin signed here. We'll figure out what we're going to do there in a moment. The poison pool, let's just real quick. The poison pool. Character can resolve the event by ending the day in the clearing, which I'm going to do, and performing one of the following actions. So I can fatigue type 4s. I could cast Melt into Mist and purify the water. So I think we're going to be able to do that. So he is done, and we'll wait till the end of the day to resolve that. The Woods Girl is making a move here and here. I don't think she hid, right? She was pretty bold. That's going to cost her dearly. No, it's not, actually. I don't think. I think that guy comes in. But she could run, so that's okay. So she's done there. And we marked off 4 and 6. So she really only has 1 left. So that's good for her. The wizard going to Borderlands 1, right? Yeah, so he moves to the chapel. He then moves back to Borderlands 1. He's going to score Pub Crawl. So Pub Crawl. End of phase in all 4 garrison buildings, score 2 VP and get a keg of beer. The keg of beer is buying drinks is free 3 times. So let's write that on his sheet. Keg o beer. buying drinks is free 3 times. And we can mark that by going, oh. We got 1, 2, 3, done. There's your keg, bruh. So that's cool because what buying drinks does is it raises their friendliness level. It normally costs 1 gold per dude. Now it's free. So, for instance, we could go and take soldiers, make them allies, and try to hire them. We could go to the order and make them friendly and try to hire a member of the order. So, not bad. Not bad. If you sell it to the rogues, you get 5 prowess. So, not bad. We are done with the day. Let's see what our situation is. Oh, we're not done with the day. Actually, it's my fault. We've moved him. We moved her. The captain is left, effectively. We moved this guy. 1, 2, 3, and we go here. And I do need to check real quick. Did we get anything for him? No. So we're going to go here. Are we hidden? That's the question. Also, this guy effectively right now is just following us. We will move him separately in a moment. So all these boys are here with our giant and us, and we are hidden right now. And mostly that was just in case the monster world went awry. So we're in the giants. She moved to 4. She got a spider. He's done his pub crawl. He's moved into the poison pool. Let's resolve our pool first, right? We can cast Melt into Mist. So we are going to do that. We're going to cast Melt into Mist. That's going to fatigue here and here. Well, we sort of can't. I mean, technically, via the rules, we cannot cast it because it is tied up, right? That's too bad. We could fatigue. Ugh, that sort of stinks a little bit, right? So I can fatigue some purple and asterisks, and we get a chance to do that. Get a chance to purify the pool. So we're going to fatigue and fatigue. That's 2 asterisks. That's 1 shot. The question is, how risky do we want to get here? Because we can't, if we burn them all, we can no longer melt into mist either. Now, we didn't get jumped today. But tomorrow you'd have to be very, very careful. We only have 2 phases. We're going to go for 1 shot. We're going to roll 2 of these. We're going for a single shot, which stinks, but we got a single shot at this. So 3, 2, or 1. No, he fails. Doesn't get it. So does not succeed. So he is done, and that is the pool is still there, and we've resolved for the day. Now we have some fights. I think she is going to run out of the clearing using an L2. So she's there. So she is done. And now we have this fight. This clunky fight. So let's grab these guys. Let's grab this guy. Let's all go over to our guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag 3 of these over for future reference. So there we go. There's our 3. Lock, lock, lock. So we are killing him this round. We are going to play whomever we need to play. We're going to play him on that side. The giant is going to be on that side. It really just comes down to, does this club flip or not? We don't need to do anything else. And there's no way, there is no way for one of these guys to attack on my sheet. As soon as I attack someone on my sheet, I've deployed them, and that's going to put the giant on his own sheet, and these guys are going to, be in the attackers or the defenders spot on the giant sheet. So unfortunately, we're sort of stuck with the 30% chance. It's an auto kill, but it's a 30% chance that this guy will die based on that club flipping. So I think we're just going to do it. So let's roll to see where he ends up. He does end up here, and this flips down there. 2 dice. We're obviously looking for no 6. We get no 6. This attack is super long, but misses because it does not undercut and does not intercept. The other, it's not even a 30% chance. It's a 30% chance, and then there's also a 1/3 chance that it would have lined up and killed him. So it's 2/3 and 7 of 70. So, probably closer to 50% death. I'd have to actually calculate it. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna live with that. But he then undercuts and kills the giant, and he is done, and we score 8 points. And we put that giant onto the dead pile. So that was actually riskier than I had anticipated, because if the club lines up, it's going to hit this guy anyway. Now that is where if the club lines up on him, that's there you go. Well, no, if the club lines up on him, he's still faster. Oh yes. So no, it is that is not an issue. I'm sorry. I was getting a little panicky there. Club lines up. They're both length 8, but this is a time 6. This is a time 4. The time 4 is going to win. So he does win on this side. It's only a 30% chance when that club flips do we have an issue. Done. So we did make the kill. And so that is truly the end of our night there. So good. Okay. And she's run out of the clearing. And he has putzed around with the pool. Putzed with the poison pool. So for the captain, our goal is to do the navigation stuff. So for the captain, we're going to be hiding and then searching 3 times. For our HQ, we're going to be moving to 1. Hiding. Well, let's hide first. Now move 1, hide, search. These boys will be following probably their boss, because I don't want to lose them. So let's just adjust these guys here. Doom, doom, doom. Put them here, but then we'll just put them there like that. Okay. So that's his move. The Woods Girl is going to move into 6. And then move to what she has left, 1. That should give her explore cliff. So she should be done now. So that's her move. And she will be done. The wizard has finished pub crawl, so I do need to draw a card. Diplomat goblins. Okay, that's a good one. That card is always good. Diplo goblin. I wish it was Wolftamer. Like, whoops, that'd be great if we could tame the wolves. So what we need to find is some darn goblins. We got some goblins up here, and we need to grab them and just disperse that crew there. So we will definitely have to consider it. So the problem with the wizard right now is, well, it's not a huge problem. If he walks in, if he fails a hide, then all of a sudden he's got every wolf just breathing down his neck, and that is a problem for sure. We got rid of the locksmith, so we don't care about him anymore. The horde is in the cave. That's going to be a rough haul here. I do not know how I feel about that right now. I mean, he could use some treasure, so do really badly want to get that. But I mean, every turn and searching every turn, that's a lot of crappy tries at discovering this thing. His other option would be to, well, so what we're going to do first, so easy enough. What we're going to do first is we are going to hide and we're going to move to the horde. That is true. No matter what, we're going to do that. Done. So that's him. Um Now for the Witch King, again, I miscalculated. So I've really made a mess of him for certain. The nice thing is we have the shrine. The shrine that's good. It's a good thing. The other nice thing is sharpness stars on monsters do not bother me because he's dead if he gets hit anyway because he has nothing. Um, he's just he is all but a specter. The shrine is great for him. Sucks that it is in the caves because that's going to be a little dicey. The spider is a terrible target for um for spider's a terrible target to absorb, not absorb. So the question is, do we go to the shrine? Do we try to rescue someone? Because I think we sort of need to start working on that. I think we're falling behind here, and we're losing precious time. Um, the shrine has a type 5 spell. It's the top one. Very useful to get. We do not have a ton of purple left. We have 2 purples left. I'm gonna move to the shrine. We're just gonna work that for now. Done. So he is done. We have all of our day 13s written. So we're gonna get a roll here. Is it bats? It is bats again. The Woods Girl up. Woods Girl is going 1, 2. She is going to mark off her cliff, explore, which is sort of cool. She did not hide. So she's going to get her explore cliff, though. And that's a good one. That is definitely a good one. That's another 2-pointer. Explore cliff says end of phase in all 6 clearings. Score 2 VP and gain climbing tools. The first mountain clearing you enter in a given day costs a single movement phase. So let's paste this and then write climbing tools. First move. So this is a good one. And the reason it's a good one is because that's a pain in the butt for it means you can't run the mountain clearing. When she does that, the bats show up. So that ain't great. But you know. So that's he's done. The Witch King moves and moves. I don't think any bats appear, so he is done. Because there's no bats. So he's gonna search. Oh, technically we have to draw this guy too. Okay. Give me 1 second. He's gonna search. So he hides once. He succeeds, and now he searches 3 times. 3, 2, or 1. He fails once. Fails twice. Fails 3 times. These guys move to here. They're gonna hide. They do. Search once. 3, 2, or 1. Yep, he gets it. So he finds 3, 1. And I'm not going to keep 2 sheets. I'm going to assume that they will get back together and discover stuff. So we're in the ledges. 3, 1. He is done. He found it. He is hidden. Do bats appear? They would. But they cannot. All the bats are gone. They're off the board. So, Captain is done with his guy. He is done. She is done. Captain is done. I think all we have left is our wizard. The wizard is moving into. He does, and he moves into the horde. Clunky place to be, but there he is. So that is day 13. It was a very, very simple day 13. Today is day 14. There will be gray magic every clearing, and anything we roll today comes off the board. So what we're going to do for the captain is same. Hide, search, search, search. He's going to move to us. I think it's 4. Where's he coming to? 6. So he's going to move 6. Hide, search, search. So we get 5 searches at this. I'm going to mark another navigator off for the captain since he has 2. That is done. The woods girl has to run, so she runs here. So there you go. And that's a good question. So what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? So she's Explore Cliff is done. I do need a card for her. Spider Slayer. Well, that does make it pretty easy to figure out what to do, right? So she's gonna move to 6. That's 1 phase because of her climb. So move 6. Gonna hide. She's gonna move to the spider and be done. I think our wizard is going to hide, and we're gonna hope. So we're gonna hope. We're gonna. This is a bad. We're gonna do this a couple days only, and then we're gonna dodge otherwise. We might be able to locate the horde. We might not. So he is done. The Witch King is going to search and search, maybe find the shrine. We will see. And let's see how that goes. So, what is our monster roll for the day? Remembering that these monsters will regenerate. 6. Bats. Ooh, that is a rough. That's a little rough, by the way. So we got bats. Bats. And more bats. Bats are back, baby. Okay. Who goes? It's our guy. So that's the rough order there. The guy's going to return. He's going to hide. He doesn't hide. He searches 2 times. So we need a 3, 2, or 1 still. 3. So 4, 6 is found. Hey, that's good. Good for the captain. Ledges. 4, 6 is found. Navigator is found. That's going to give us. That's going to score us Navigator. That's going to be worth a point for sure. And we're going to get to mark off 3 more of these things. I'm going to take Ruins 1, 5. Take Borderland 4 or 5. I'm going to take Cliff, maybe? 3-6, maybe, huh? Cliff 3-6 is a good one. So done. So we've done Navigator. We are complete. We've scored our point, and a bat shows up. Right there. Okay, so he is done. The wizard is hiding. He failed. The wizard is blocked. And I don't think anything shows up, so he is done. Yeah, this is a bad spot. Our guy is going to magic sight, and we really need a 5. So discover is a 5. We do discover, so he can cross the shrine off. And now he's going to roll again. Oh, 6 is nothing, so he gets nothing out of there. So he is done there, and nothing appeared. So I think that's going to lure him there a couple more days. And the captain's going to hide, I think, as his first move. And he succeeds. He doesn't have anything else to do there, but he hides. I don't think it matters. So that's fine. But he's done. And then finally, the woods girl. She's going to go here. She's going to hide once. Mountain, she does not get her special ability, so she blows it and then walks into the spider. And flutter happens. So these two guys pop. Right there. It is the last day, so we're going to go here. And we got this guy showing up. And so what's going to happen is he's going to be randomly assigned to one of these 3 guys. But then we're going to deploy. So we're going to deploy him, and then he is going to be the last man deployed, which is going to make him the defender on the sheet. The nice thing is these guys are heavy in armor. These guys, this bat can't do heavy damage. So this is a guaranteed win. We're going to just leave it like that because it won't matter. These guys are going to randomly move. So let's see where the bat ends up. The bat ends up in 5, so that means that he goes down 1 and does the bat flip. Yes, no, he does not flip. Done. The guy on this side, so I'm going to roll both these dice. 1 to control these guy and 1 to control this guy's. So 4, he stays intact. 4, these guys both all stay intact. So the whole crew stays intact. Flipping, yes. Flipping, yes. Flipping, yes. Everybody flipped. What happens is these 2 miss. So this guy hits him. Well, no, longer weapon wins. So these guys all attack first. He clubs him and kills him. And we do get another bat ear. Worth $5 at a dwelling. Because bat bounty is still into effect until the end of the day. So we technically scored another bat for the bat bounty. And we are done. I'm going to put them here. I'm going to flip him, put him back on the board because I don't know if he's coming with me or going alone. But we have killed him. She has to make a call here, and she's going to run probably out with her L2. So that was definitely slightly more interesting. So let's take a look at points. The captain has two cards. He has 14 prowess, which is second to the wizard. So he's going to score a point in prowess. His gold is 0. His great treasures is 0. Spells is 0. This captain has 3 points right now. The Woods Girl, she has 4 points in cards because she scores 3 points this week. Her gold is 20. That ties the Witch King, strangely enough. And everybody else is fine. So what that means is the Woods Girl has 4 points in cards and 1.5 points in gold. So that gives her 5.5 points. The wizard has 4 points in cards. His prowess is still the top. Everything else is still the same at that point. So he has 6 points. And the Witch King scores 2 points in cards and 1.5 points in gold, for a total of 3.5 points. So let's take a look at those scores. So there you go. There's our scores at the end of week 2. I mean, I don't think anybody's doing well. That's the worst part is I don't think anyone's actually doing that great. I think everybody sort of yutzing around. I mean, I think Explorers helped. I think Pub Crawl helped. Like the last 3 characters, Woods Girl, Wizard, and Witch King, all have 2-point quests because they're long travel quests. The Wizard scored Pub Crawl. He scored Bridge Magic. His prowess comes from killing two lone dragons with the flame sword. So he is winning with 6 points. The Woods Girl, I think, is going to easily get Spider Slayer here, so that's another point for her. She also has some treasures that really do her very little good, so she might be able to pull ahead with gold. The Witch King, if I'm to be honest, just is a little bit of a mess, simply because I just don't think he's lucked out very much, right? The altar has never popped, so I've never not rolled a 2 at all. Serpents and demons have not showed up. So the altar has not popped at all. If the altar pops, I think he has just a way better game at this point. Having said that, it's not the be all and end all to get that one perfect absorber anime. So we can't get stuck on that. We have to figure out how to score him some points. I think what he's going to do is he's going to try to learn the spell in the shrine. Done. I think he might grab a treasure from there. Maybe it's useful to him. Keep in mind he cannot carry jacks, so only negligible things. So scrolls, rings, there's certain things he can carry. He still's not on the notoriety board really much, so he could get on there. The bat bounty is over, so that goes away. The problem we have with the poison pool is simply that he can't cast Meld into Mist, technically. With the optional magic rolls, he would be able to, since casting that would not tie up the spell or the chit. I don't necessarily. I mean, that's just one where I'm always back and forth about how to play. Which rules to play with there. I think not having that makes spells like absorb too crazy good. Since you could absorb everything at that point, you just absorb them all. You know, in this case, it would have been nice to be able to cast melt because that would wreck the pool. Now, the funny thing is, I can put melt on there as a way to resolve that quest, but the answer is anyone who has melt's cast it already, probably. So you're never going to get to that point unless you find the spell somewhere. So I'll think about that. But anyway, he can fatigue type fours to get chances at the pool. But the danger there is that leaves him without the option to mount. So he would need to effectively. He's vulnerable for a day after he does that, pretty much. Especially because it is in a. It is in a cave. So the next day he's only going to get 2 phases. And that's going to be hard to rest his chits and get them back to get a melt into mist purple to then be safe and so on and so forth. So it's a little bit of a rough haul. If this poison pool was in mountains, this is an easier gig. He could fatigue all day and then get them back the next day, and he'd be fine. So having said that, I think the goal is to pop the shrine. And maybe get a treasure, maybe get some spells. Spells are going to give him 2 points. That obviously that puts him right in the contention for the lead. So let's just see how that goes for him. As I said, I don't think anyone's doing particularly well, but everyone's sort of just vaguely having a game. Like it's not a great game. No one's kicking it. No one has 100 points in notoriety. No one is making tons of cash. No one's got a ton of treasures. But everybody is just sort of making their way. Um, I think the captain right now just has to figure out what the hell to do um, with his newfound power, as it were. All right, I think that's it. I think we're done. I think we are going to head out here. So thank you for watching. It's been a long one. Sorry about that. I'll talk to you all later.